Welcome back, everybody, to your yoga practice at home. The next area that we'll cover is the core exercises. The core has 4 layers, 5, including the deepest level of muscle, and for that reason they respond better to higher repetitions. So we don't go for an all-out maximum contraction. We go more for working a number of repetitions to get the area working. One of the best exercises that has been advocated for probably the last 8 years is plank. It's a challenging exercise, but it does have many ways to modify. So we'll get that one over with first. The way to come into plank is to take the hands directly under the shoulders and make sure you're pressing down through the whole palm and the shoulders are free. So try not to grab in the shoulders, so let them come down this way rather than push up like a push-up. And then take one leg out and reach all the way back through that heel. Then come up with the other heel if you can, and if it's too much, what you can do is just take one knee down and touch and rest, but keep the other leg active. Otherwise, you can stay in your plank and lift like so. So that's the first exercise for the core. The heels reach back, the toes are really tucked under, and I find the best way to elaborate the ability to stay here is to come into half a giggle. So just do a little and that'll help you to get the inner core pulling up. Now from there you would turn into a side plank. Now that can be done by bending the knee, turning, we're going to go to the left, so you're going to come onto the right knee and then taking that left arm up and you're opening through the chest. Now you can press down through the inside of this outside left leg and lift. The underside waist is drawing up, the shoulder blade is back, and your chin is in as you lift. Now the other way you can do this is you can come into full plank, come back down, extend the underside leg, whoops, lift from the rib cage, and then you're gazing just straight ahead with the shoulder blade coming back. And you keep the underside waist lifting up and back, and this shoulder blade is back. Then there is the option to be super strong and to press your downside leg and then to lift the top leg. And you could also do that from the bent leg version. So you can press the foot down, reach the heel out, lengthen from the torso as you reach that heel out, and then take the leg down. So there's all those versions. And then of course you would rotate to the other side. You'd either come into your bent knee version, taking this arm up, opening through the chest, the shoulder is back, or again, you would take the hand back down, extend the underside leg, stack the feet, oh yes, and you can also just have one leg come in front, because that really helps to give you a wider basis of support. And then you're staying in your lift, shoulder blade is back, the potential to reach the heel out as you press the underside leg down. The chest is open and then coming down. So there is your plank. The next exercise is the bird dog exercise. That you take the left leg out, reach through the heel, pull up from the core, and then take the opposite arm up. You reach that heel out and you pull up from the core and extend, and that's it. Now, a nice counter stretch is to grab onto the foot, or you can move towards the foot, lift through the rib cage, and again, you don't have to have contact. It's more of a lifting and pulling up from this area than it is to get connection. So you can reach the foot back, the arm reaches back, now you're opening through the upper ribs, opening the shoulder back. If the foot is yours, you can bring that foot out, gazing ahead, keep pressing down into your down foot for balance, and then bring that arm and leg back out as you reach, and then come down. Okay, let's go to the other side. So you're going to take that left leg up, right leg up, extend the left arm out, keep the reach through the heel, stay long through the torso, reaching out, then taking the arm around, potentially moving towards the foot, or again, just in the direction of the foot, Kick that foot out, pull up from the core, draw the foot out in order to open up through the front of the shoulder, and lifting through the knee. Breathing as steady as you kick that foot out, and then you can gently release and come down. So that is your bird dog exercise. Now, the next one, there's so many to show you. The next one is to come into side plank from the elbow. Now, the elbow is directly under the shoulder. And for this exercise, you might have noticed that you can pause the video at any time and then work on the form and do maybe 10, 20, 30 repetitions. I recommend working up to 20 repetitions. Now, the underside leg is directly under, or you can bring the top leg in front. And you can also reach that top leg out and keep pressing down through the elbow in the palm and then come down. Then the other variation is to drop that knee down and then to lift. And you're dropping down and then lift back up. Now to keep the chin in, I'm looking up in order to get, it helps to direct the spine when you look up. And also we tend to look down, and this will help you to get the direction of the spine more upward. And then you come down. And then when you're finished on that side, you come over, elbow directly under the shoulder, legs are coming straight out, lifting from the underside waist, lift from the rib cage, pulling up. And again, you might press the top leg out, lifting from the rib cage, and then coming down. And then there is the potential to lower and come back up. Shoulders back, keeping the chin in, lifting from the underside waist, and up, and lower, and lift, and lower. So there's that exercise, side plank. Then another exercise that's really helpful to work right down in through the low core is the dead bug. And this one, the knees come directly above the hips. And you press the low back down, so do not have an arc in through the low back. Make sure the shoulders are down and have the knees directly over your hips. So you're attempting not to do this. Pull the knees in. So you want to have them out so that you're long through the core. Now the shoulder blades come under. Make sure the neck is relaxed. And then straighten the left leg out really slowly. And see if you can keep the low back in contact with the floor. So attempt not to arc the low back. And slowly, methodically bring the leg back. And then bring the opposite leg out. So you can see I'm going really slowly in order to get the low back to press down. I want to keep that imprint of the low back down. Make sure the neck is relaxed. And as you reach the leg out, keep the low core pulling down and keep the low back pressing down. And then we're going to bring the arm into it. So my left leg comes out and my opposite right arm comes out. And you come to the floor if you can keep low back contact. And then you come back up. And again, keep low back contact. Bring the left arm out, keep the right leg reaching out, and then come back. Core is pulling in. Left leg out, right arm reaches. Breath. Pulling back. Once again, right arm, left arm, right leg, draw back. Keep the low back pressing. I can feel mine is coming off the floor, so you want to really draw the belly button back. Keeping that control of the low back. And we'll go for one more. And of course, you may pause the video and continue. So go for as many as you can. And then draw the legs in. Now lift the head or keep the head back if it's too much on the neck. Tuck the chin, draw the body in, letting the elbows bend to the outside. And then you can take the heels down. Take the arms up overhead, press the shoulder blades under, and then take the feet to the outside edges of the mat. Press both knees over to the left. The arms are pressing back, and you want to really press that top right knee out. Now, if you can, take the left ankle and bring it above the right knee so that you're going to come into a wonderful iliotibial IT band right through the top of the thigh. This arm stays back. And of course, you don't need to cross the knee. The main thing is press the top right knee directly out so you stretch through the top of that thigh. And breath. And then you breathe in, come back up. And then exhale over to the right, pressing that top left knee away. The left shoulder is back. You're breathing fully, sending the knee away. And then you can breathe in and come back up. Okay, great. Now take the hands behind the head and press the shoulder blades back and down. And you're going to take the knees directly up so the heels are up off the floor. Now extend, actually let's do this one. Kiss the knees together and bring the knees pressing over to the left side and press the right elbow back. So this side is pressing down, and then you breathe in and draw all the way back up. And then over to the right, and if you need to take the feet down at any point, please do, in order to have the control. If you can keep the heels off the floor, that's excellent for the side waist. So just feel what you can do there. And coming over and keeping the elbows pressing back the whole time. And breathing in to come back up. And over again to the right. Breathing, breathing. Coming back up. Breath. Again to the left. So when I say breath, it doesn't matter when you exhale or inhale. It's ideal to exhale when you lower. So right here. I find though that will come later. At the beginning you want to breathe in and out constantly so that you help oxygenate the muscles. You'll be fine if you hold your breath. It just makes more tension in your body. So see if you can exhale as you lower right here. And then breathe in as you come back up. So you're pressing down through the low core. And you keep the breathing steady. In and out again. So it's fine if you do a few breaths instead of one. I just want you to keep this speed because it's a really good way to keep the control in the movement. Okay, now stretch the arms overhead again. Press the shoulder blades under. Feet to the outside edges of the mat. And one more time, let's come right into the IT band stretch. Pressing that top right knee away. And breathe in, come back up. Over to the right. Breathe in, come back up. Okay, one more time to the left. And if you can, take that left ankle on top of the knee. Press the knee away as the shoulders press back. You're gazing to the ceiling. And then breathe in and come back up. Okay, uncross. Bend over to the right. Press that top left knee away. Stay with your breathing. And then you can draw back to your middle. Great. Now draw the knees in. Tuck the chin. Do a nice counter stretch coming right into the low back. And as you lift your upper body, let the elbows bend as you tuck. And then you can gently release the legs down. And you are done. That was fantastic. Well done. Good work.